Welcome to this week's episode of The Second Scoop. I'm Chris Cheng, here to give you this week's big gun news. In our lead story, campus carry is becoming a popular topic in state legislatures around the country. Nevada and Florida are two state legislatures which are debating whether to allow permitted concealed carry holders to carry on state universities and campuses. Now in Nevada, the current bill was inspired by the horrifying story of Amanda Collins, who in 2007 was raped at a University of Nevada Reno campus during the evening when she was walking from her class to her car. She is a licensed concealed carry permit holder, but unfortunately, since the campus did not allow CCW holders to carry on campus, she was unfortunately unarmed during the attack. Thankfully, she survived and has testified in support of the bill. I, for one, support the bill, and anybody who feels that they need to protect themselves, whether it's on campus or in your home or on the streets, should be able to do so. Our next story brings us to HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher, where the host Maher had this to say about President Obama and the NRA.
A few quotes from Obama and then a few quotes from this, because they're diametrically opposed, and then you tell me who's right. Obama, some of the things he said were, no religion is responsible for terrorism, people are responsible for violence and terrorism. That sounds a lot like the NRA slogan, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guns don't kill people.
Okay.
People kill.
He also said that.
Now, I can see where Maher is trying to make this connection between religions and terrorism and then guns and violence, but I think it's pretty thin, and here's where it breaks down for me. With religion, we're talking about an organized group of people, and in this case, it's the extreme factions of Islam who are promoting violence. On the gun debate side, we have the gun just sitting there, not able to do anything without the interaction of a person. Beyond that, the NRA and other industry groups and Second Amendment supporters such as myself, we do not support or condone violence in any form when guns are in use. Another important thing to note is that when it comes to Islamic extremism, this is just the extreme element of an organized group that is promoting jihad and violence, and there are millions of followers of Islam who are promoting a peaceful path. Finally, don't forget to sign a petition against the ATF's ban on common AR-15 ammunition. This is another backhanded attempt by the Obama administration to ban not just ammo, but then by extension, guns, because if you don't have ammunition to shoot, well, your guns are basically worthless. We must fight this sneaky, underhanded attempt at gun control, and so contact the ATF using the link provided here. This week's Good Gal with a Gun brings us to Columbus, Ohio, where a son had given his widowed mother a pistol to defend herself since she was now living at home. Get this, less than a week later, she ended up having to use that pistol in self-defense when her home was the target of a robber. At 5 a.m. in the morning, an unidentified man broke into her house, and the widowed mother got her pistol, shot the assailant, who perished at the hospital a few hours later. And so here's yet another Good Gal with a Gun story where we see that a law-abiding citizen was able to protect herself in the face of danger. Finally, the video of the week brings us to, well, this is a new YouTube character for me. He's been around for a while, but his name is MattV2099. He's got this fun tongue-in-cheek video called the 600-round assault clip. It's really a magazine. But take a look at this. He coupled multiple 33-round Glock magazines together to form a 600-round magazine. And here we see him being pretty silly and entertaining. So check out the video to see how this thing actually shoots. Well, believe it or not, that does it for another week's episode of The Second Scoop. I'm your host, Chris Cheng, and as always, thanks for watching.